Hello and welcome to FluentMindee. Today, we are learning how to use can and can't to talk about ability.
This is one of the most useful grammar points for everyday speaking. We use can when someone has the ability to do something.
For example, I can swim. This means I know how to swim and I am able to do it.
We use can't when someone does not have the ability to do something.
For example, I can't swim. This means I do not know how to swim or I am not able to swim.
Let us compare the two sentences.
I can swim.
I can't swim.
The first sentence is positive.
The second sentence is negative.
Now let's look at the basic structure. For a positive sentence, we use the subject, then can, then the base form of the verb.
Subject, can, base verb.
For example, Emma can dance.
David can cook.
They can speak English.
Notice that the verb does not change after can. That is very important. We say he can play. We do not say he can plays.
Correct. We say she can cook, not she can cooks.
Now let us make negative sentences. We use the subject, then can't, then the base verb.
Subject, can't, base verb.
For example, Alex can't drive.
Lisa can't speak French.
We can't lift this box.
The baby can't walk yet.
Can't is the common short form of cannot.
We can say, I cannot come, but in everyday conversation, I can't come sounds more natural.
Let us practice the pronunciation. Listen carefully.
Can.
Can't.
I can swim.
I can't swim.
In natural speech, can is often weak and quick. It may sound like kun.
For example, I can drive. The word can is not strongly stressed.
But can't is usually stronger because it carries the negative meaning.
I can't drive.
Listen again.
She can sing.
She can't sing.
The final sound in can't may be small, but the negative meaning must be clear.
Here's a useful speaking tip. When you say can't, stress it a little more.
I can't come today.
He can't swim.
They can't hear us.
Now let's learn some useful ability verbs.
Swim, cook, drive, dance, sing, draw, read, write, speak, run, climb, and play.
We can also use can with everyday activities.
I can use a computer.
I can ride a bicycle.
He can play the guitar.
They can understand the instructions.
Let us do a quick speaking practice. Repeat each sentence after us.
I can cook.
I can cook.
I can't drive.
I can't drive.
She can speak Spanish.
She can speak Spanish.
He can't dance.
He can't dance.
We can help.
We can help.
They can't come.
They can't come.
Great work! Now complete these sentences with your own ideas.
I can.
Say one ability you have.
For example, I can cook.
Now say, I can't.
Say one thing you cannot do.
For example, I can't play the piano.
Let us look at a short conversation.
Can you swim, Emma?
Yes, I can. I can swim very well.
Can you dive?
No, I can't, but I want to learn.
We just used can in a question.
In the next section, we will learn how to ask and answer questions with can, avoid common mistakes, and use these sentences in natural conversations.
Now let us continue with questions using can.
To make a question, put can before the subject.
Can, subject, base verb.
For example, can you swim?
Can she drive?
Can they speak English?
Can John play the guitar?
Remember, we do not use do or does with can.
We say, can she cook? We do not say, does she can cook?
That is a very common mistake, so remember this simple pattern. Can she cook?
Now let us learn short answers.
For a positive answer, say, yes, I can.
For a negative answer, say no, I can't.
Here are more examples.
Can Alex drive?
Yes, he can.
Can Sarah speak Italian?
No, she can't.
Can the children swim?
Yes, they can.
Can you play chess?
No, I can't.
We often add more information after a short answer.
Yes, I can. I play every weekend.
No, I can't, but I'm learning.
Yes, she can. She is an excellent dancer.
No, he can't. He has never learned.
Let us practice a natural conversation.
Can you cook, Daniel?
Yes, I can. I can make pasta and soup.
Can you bake a cake?
No, I can't. My cakes never look right.
Can your sister bake?
Yes, she can. She makes amazing cakes.
Notice how can and can't help us share information about our skills.
We can also ask about several abilities in one conversation.
Can you drive?
Yes, I can.
Can you drive a truck?
No, I can't. I can only drive a car.
The word only is useful when your ability is limited.
I can only speak a little German.
She can only cook simple meals.
He can only swim for 5 minutes.
We can also use adverbs to describe how well someone can do something.
Well, very well, quickly, slowly, beautifully, clearly, and easily.
Emma can sing beautifully.
David can type quickly.
Lisa can explain things clearly.
I can speak English a little.
John can run very fast.
Now, let us correct some common mistakes.
Mistake 1. She can swim.
The correct sentence is, she can swim. Do not use to after can.
Mistake 2. He cans drive.
The correct sentence is, he can drive. Never add s to can.
Mistake 3. They don't can come.
The correct sentence is, they can't come.
Mistake 4. Can you two cook?
The correct sentence is, can you cook?
Mistake 5. Does he can speak English?
The correct sentence is, can he speak English?
Let us do a choose the correct sentence activity.
Which sentence is correct? She can dances or she can dance?
The answer is she can dance.
Which sentence is correct? He can't cook or he doesn't can cook?
The answer is he can't cook.
Which question is correct? Can they swim or do they can swim?
The answer is can they swim?
Excellent. Now let us practice answering questions.
Answer out loud before speaker 1 gives an example. Can you ride a bicycle?
Your answer could be, yes, I can, or no, I can't.
Can you cook a healthy meal?
Answer out loud.
Can you speak more than one language?
Answer out loud.
Can you use a computer?
Answer out loud.
Can you sing well?
Answer out loud.
Now ask these questions about another person.
Can your friend drive?
Can your brother or sister cook?
Can your teacher speak another language?
Can your parents use a smartphone?
Let us finish with a quick review.
Use can for a positive ability.
I can swim.
Use can't for a negative ability.
I can't swim.
Use the base form of the verb after can and can't.
She can dance, not she can dances.
Put can before the subject to make a question.
Can you dance?
Use short answers, such as yes, I can and no, I can't.
Here is your final speaking challenge.
Say 3 things you can do and 3 things you can't do.
Then ask someone 3 questions beginning with, can you?
For example, I can cook, I can drive, I can speak English.
I can't play the violin, I can't fly a plane, I can't run very fast.
Can you swim? Can you draw? Can you play chess?
Write one I can sentence and one I can't sentence in the comments.
Enthusiastic. Keep practicing out loud because speaking is the best way to make grammar feel natural.
Like this video, subscribe to FluentMindee, and share this lesson with someone who is learning English.
Thank you for learning with FluentMindee. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.